Law 14. Better a turnout than a burnout. Put some wheels on your heels and roller skate the fuck on out of here. Pimpin' Ken. The life. My first hoe, Dirty Red, was not just a veteran. She was on the brink of burning out. Being young in the game, I didn't know this. I just thought that bullshit automatically came with the hoe, and all hoes were trying to run game. She would say shit like, "Daddy, I don't feel well." Being green, I asked her if I could get her some soup or take her to the doctor. "No, I just want to lay with you," she would say. Feeling sorry for the hoe, I would lay with her. It took me 5 hoes to understand what was going on. I was pimping on leftover hoeing. I was really trying to pimp behind someone else's mess. I had this one burnout who was only making $400 a night for her last pimp. I knew she was too fine to make that little, so I pulled her aside and said, "Baby, if you can make $400 in 4 hours, I'll spend the rest of the night with you." That hoe went to the track and worked really hard, and she came back in 4 hours with the $400. That told me she had been lazy-ass hoeing. She could have been making that money all along. "Bitch, you been cheating yourself instead of treating yourself," I said. "Now get your ass back out there and give me $800 more." I had no intention of spending the evening with her. I just needed to confirm that she was indeed trying to play me. When I first started out in the game, I would have put a wig on a pig to get a gig. As long as the hoe was hoeing, I would have taken her blind, crippled, or crazy, just as long as she wasn't lazy. She could be black, white, spotted, or dotted, as long as she got it. I didn't realize then how important it would be to my pimping to get rid of the burnouts and replace them with some turnouts. When I finally did turn out a hoe myself, I realized how much better it was. I was on my block when this girl named Kim, who I went to school with, came up to me and asked me about my work. "What do you do?" she asked. "I sell salmon and peeled bananas," I told her. She grabbed her face and said, "Oh my God, you're a pimp, ain't you?" I grabbed my dick and said, "You a hoe, ain't you?" "Damn, Ken, what's your problem?" Kim said. "I only have one problem. I'm tired of all these tired bitches that I have. I need someone new to be down with me," I said, not really expecting her to take the bait. She paused for a moment and then said, "What do I need to do to join?" "Bitch, this is not an army," I told her. "You can't join. You got to sell some pussy, get me some money, and make it official like a referee's whistle." This was the first time that I had ever seen stars in a woman's eyes. The burnouts I had weren't impressed by nothing, but Kim hung on every word I said. Not only did Kim eventually come to make me a lot of money, but she helped me hone my pimping skills. I was able to mold and shape her the way I needed. She hoed the way I taught her to hoe. She did things exactly the way I wanted them done. The ism. They say that pimps perspire and hoes expire. A burnout is a hoe that has expired. Her time is up, like a cigarette with no butt. She's been with every pimp on the track. She's cynical, conniving, and mad, and she will try to ruin everything around her. If she's in a stable, she will try to fuck it up and run the other hoes off. She's on her last leg, and she always wants to start some shit. When this happens, a pimp must find a turnout, something fresh off the press. Ain't no nigga mispimped on her, ain't no nigga poisoned her. The only pimpin' she'll know is his pimpin', and he can groom her from A to Z. It's a lot easier to teach someone the way you want things done than it is to unteach someone else's bad habits. No one wants to hear, "Well, at my other company we did things this way," or "My old boyfriend used to do this for me." They want someone eager to learn and eager to please. Most people come into a situation with baggage and bad habits, but if they aren't willing to leave the bags at the door, then you can't let them in. When people get fed up with their jobs, their lives, or their love lives, they can become bitter. Because misery loves company, these people will try to make everyone around them miserable. A few feet is the only difference between a rut and a grave, and they will try to drag you into the grave with them. Get rid of the burnouts in your life. You can't help them. They have to help themselves.